All right, this is to give you a little heads up and a warning of a certain pitfall that you can fall into, or a deep pit in this case, when you're doing your email campaigns. So what we got here is a very simple scenario. You have an event coming up and you need people to register. You have a registration form and you're going to capture the name, email, and you're going to record that on a Google Sheet and send a confirmation email, right? However, what's likely to happen when people fill out these forms is that people can misspell their email addresses. People can enter expired email accounts, non-existent email accounts. All sorts of things can happen. So if you assume all the email addresses that you're getting through this form are valid and try to send confirmation emails, what will happen is they won't deliver and they will bounce back. Then you might think, so what? All right, he's the one who didn't type the email address, correct? So he misses the event. What you lose is your reputation, because when you are constantly sending emails and confirmation emails after that to these non-existent email addresses that bounce back, your email service provider will look at this, right? They're always watching. And they think, this guy right here, doing some kind of a email campaign, and he's sending a lot of emails and most of them bounce back. He doesn't know what he's doing. Probably a spammer. And they will downgrade your email address. They will downgrade it. Now in future, you're doing this email campaign. You're sending out emails to these legitimate, real email addresses. But now your service provider thinks you're a potential spammer. You're downgraded. So the possibility of your email ending up in the spam or promotion folders are high now. And that's a very bad place to be, because nobody will look at your emails now. They won't open. And it will very badly affect, because this is your business email address, right? You can't take that risk. That's why you need to validate your email addresses before you send out emails. This is actually very serious. A lot of people don't do it. I don't know why. Anyways, there are many services for that. The cheapest one I found was Zero Bounce. Luckily, the Zero Bounce have inbuilt modules in Make. All you have to do is this validate mail module. This is it, the validate email module. Once you get the data from Google Form, the first thing you should do, you have to check for the validity and have a filter here. This says if the status is valid, the output from this module, if it is valid only, then continue. Otherwise, don't. If the email address is not valid, you don't even have to bother recording that information in your Google Sheet, because it's not a lead, right? If it is valid, if the email is valid, then you can go ahead, record the information, and send your email. All right, that's all I want to say. But once this is done, if you want to send reminder emails, here's one way of doing it. All you have to do is now you have already recorded the data on a Google Sheet, read from the Google Sheet, and send out the emails. Now, how to schedule it is the question, right? Well, click on this, choose specified dates. Now, in my case, let's say this is a hypothetical event. My hypothetical event happens in December 20th. All right. Let's say December 20th at 9 a.m. That's when my event is happening. So what I want to do, I want to send an email 3 days earlier, 1 day earlier, and 1 hour earlier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select December from here, and 17th, 19th, and 20th. So this is 3 days earlier, 1 day earlier, on the same day. And I schedule it to 8 a.m. My event starts at 9. It's scheduled to 8 a.m. Not yet. And I have a variable here, set variable. And in there, I know this looks a bit scary, but this is an if-else statement, like chained if-else statements. What it says is that I'm going to set a variable called message like this. Format date, now the current time, gather the date, the number, and if it is equals to 17, if the date is 17, set the message to AI gigs are gathering in 3 days, because this is the first time it's running. because this automation will run for 3 times, like on the 17th, the 18th, and the 19th, 8 a.m. 3 times. So the first time when it's happening, date will be 17th. So my message will be AI geeks are gathering in 3 days. When the second time this automation is running, if the format date now, the current time, date is 19th, then set the message to AI geeks are gathering tomorrow. All right. And for the last time, on the 20th, when this scenario runs, if the date is 20th, AI geeks are gathering in 1 hour, because we know this automation runs at 8 a.m., right? Gathering in 1 hour. That's it. Once you've done it, you can plug the email address here. You can set the name here for personalization, and that message, whatever the message, should go here. So the message will be like, "Hi, Steve, the AI geeks are gathering tomorrow." And then the information right here. This information, like the video call link and everything, you can put it here. All right, that's it, but there's more. If you type the word bounce in the comment section, I'll send you the blueprint. All right, see you next time.